Is this the real life? Is this just fantasy? Caught in the grind, no escape from me. Open your eyes, look up to the skies and see I'm just a poor boy, scraping by minimum wage. Born in the shadows of the city lights, concrete cradle under endless nights. Daddy worked 2 jobs, mama prayed for rain. Bills like chains rattling around my brain. But I read the books when the wolves were at the door. Charts and candles on the bedroom floor. Stocks in the morning, real estate at noon. Silver and gold under the harvest moon. Sweat on my collar, fire in my veins. Every dollar saved was breaking free from the pain. They said play it safe, boy, stay in line. Clock in, clock out till the end of time. But the system's a cage with a velvet disguise, promising heaven while it steals your life. Rise from the ashes I built my throne. Rise. Turn pennies to empires of my own. Stocks and stones, bricks of gold, silver rivers in the stories I told. I broke the wheel, I broke the road, golden chains, no more. Golden chains, no more. I sold my fear for a pocket full of grit. Learned the hard math, made the numbers fit. While they were laughing, I was making my move. Every red defeat had something left to prove. Late night hunger and a borrowed chair, 1 cracked lamp and 1,000 stairs. I watched the weak hands fold and bend, then I doubled down and called it the end. Now the same old names come crawling back, knocking on my door with their polished stack. But I know that sound, I know that price. I paid in blood for this smaller life. They said stay small, boy, stay in line. Clock in, clock out till the end of time. But the system's a cage with a velvet disguise, promising heaven while it steals your life. Rise from the ashes I built my.
Good evening, all you sexy stackers out there. Such a wonderful, just wonderful to see you guys all pop in here and hang out before we even get started. I do appreciate it very much. We got West Texas Stacker popping in first. Howdy doody, sir. That ASC guy, Amina, Miss Amina, how are you? Kevin Hawthorne, what's up, buddy? We got Roadkill, Walter Thibodeau, good evening, fine sir. Yeah, so today's live stream is going to be a little different than I typically do. I typically have some kind of like a prepared topic or things like that. So I am going to talk about some of the things. Hey, oh, what's up, Sober Stacker, my man? We're going to talk about some of the coins that I've been looking at, some of the constitutional walking liberties in the graded, the graded slabs and things, and why I've been looking at them and what I've been looking for and why, and pricing charts, the good fun stuff for like 1% of the world. The stuff that like only a few of us nerds find interesting. But also I have opened up, which I don't typically do, but I have opened up the live stream to allow others to join. If you have something that you want to talk about, you can kind of do like an open session, just kind of have a conversation. Generic community night. I felt like just kind of opening it up and reaching out there and letting people that want to take the time to hop in there. It's the pinned comment. It's the link to join us on the StreamYard. All I ask is that you have a working microphone and a working camera on some sort of precious metals display. So yeah, appreciate you guys. Thanks for hanging out and joining me this evening. So I've got 2 of the new walkers. Also, last time, I do apologize, guys. I didn't plan to do just like a little 30-minute live stream last time. I was going to go much longer. And I was going to like go a little bit deeper into my points that I was trying to make. However, wife got home a little earlier from the store than I expected, and she hollered down asking for some help with the stuff. So I went ahead and wrapped her on up and went up there and helped out and put away things. So I do apologize, but today hopefully we can have a little bit more of an extended, chill, casual session talking about precious metals. If you don't know, the market has kind of gone down a little bit. We'll switch over here to the screen. Oh wait, I'm on the StreamYard stream. We don't need to see that. Nobody cares about that. Kitco, market is currently open. We did end yesterday in the 73s for silver. I'm sure that's got some people in a tizzy and a panic, but not this guy at all. If you watch my channel at all and you pay attention, I'm very pleased with the ranges that silver and gold are trading at. It seems very clear to me that it's somewhere between 70 and like 84, and we just kind of go in between them constantly up and down, and I'm perfectly okay with that. If I was really having fun with this, I'd probably buy 50 ounces of silver at $72 or $70, and then I would just sell 25 at like 85, and I would just rinse repeat that over and over and over again over the next like 6 months. But and if it dumps to 65 or 50, it is what it is. At least I have the silver. It's yeah, like I we don't need to come up with, like, I don't need to read every news article, right? You don't need me to read every single news article about every single thing that happens every day that tries to justify the cause and effect of these prices. These prices are just moving, man. People are buying contracts. People are selling contracts. It is what it is. Yep. Market's going to do what the market's going to do. Dang right, Silver Stacker. That's right. If you're a stacker, you probably have a time horizon that's longer than 6 months. So really, it shouldn't all that matter. Yeah, we all want the biggest bang for our buck, right? We all want to make the most amount of money possible whenever we put our money into something. We don't want to get hosed. We don't want to lose, but it is what it is, just be patient, play the long game, have fun with it while you're at it. So yeah, gold is about 4,500, kind of where it's always been, 44.86. I'm not going to cry about $15. I'm sure you're not either. So right around the market levels, platinum's right around 2K. It's been there for months and months. So we have finally, in my opinion, I know that some places like to talk about the volatility because they're dealing with like, a few percent up and down constantly. But I mean, I don't think that's any different. I really don't think it's any different than it used to be. I picked up a 20-ounce Scottsdale West Texas stacker. What the heck is a 20-ounce Scottsdale? I've seen 10-ounce coins, and 10-ounce coins are absolutely gorgeous. I have a 5-ounce coin that I love. It's like a reverse frosted proof. I love it. But I've never seen a 20-ouncer. Is that like a stacker bar, or is that a round? What is that, West Texas? And yeah, if you guys want to hop in here, again, I'm not gonna fight anybody for it, but the StreamYard studio is live. If anybody wants to hop in and just take a second to chat, I think it's live. Hell, I don't even know. I don't know what I'm doing with this thing, guys. I don't do that stuff. Yeah, it looks good, right? Sure. I don't know. Anyway, let's talk about what I got and why I got it. So this is an interesting coin here, and I don't know how many of you. Oh, it's the Kit Kat bar, a 20-ounce Kit Kat bar. I bet that's gonna look real cool. You're gonna have to make a video or something when that comes in. I'm sure a lot of people are gonna be interested in seeing that sucker. That's a big old Kit Kat. Gonna look more like a railroad tie than a Kit Kat. That 20 ounces is a big sucker. This bust of George Washington's about 20 ounces as well. I think it's 20 ounces, something like that. When I picked it up. He's a big old boy too. He's a big old sterling silver though, 925. So it's gonna be awesome. Yeah. So I'm the proud owner of this coin once it arrives here. And why the heck would I spend so much money on a half ounce, or not even a half an ounce? Almost a third of an ounce of silver. And it's something I wanted to talk about. I don't want to. Again, I'm not trying to create a bunch of people to fight me on the auctions, right? I'm not trying to alert a lot of people to what I think are opportunities, but I try to be candid and open with you guys. And I feel like, some of these collectible coins and these graded coins, the more and more I learn about them, the more I'm seeing potential. And then I'm digging into the markets, and I'm looking at all the recent sales, and I'm looking at valuations, and I'm looking at trend lines of what are these things doing over long periods of time. And you start seeing kind of like a disconnect between the spot bullion prices and the collectible coin markets, especially when you start buying like higher end rare key dates and such. You start to see that it's not, people don't really care about the spot price, because the spot price is kind of insignificant on some of these coins. If this coin's 400 bucks, am I really going to worry about silver going from 70 to 30? Sure, it loses half of its bullion value, but $30 is not even a 10% drop on the valuation of the coin, right? And I think now that I've got kind of, people call it different. People call things different things. Like some people talk about the deep stack and I don't know all the different words for their stack. I mean, to me, it's all the same thing. It's just an investment in precious metals, whether they're collectible or they're bullion or they're rounds or they're, coins or they're whatever. It's all kind of a big cumulative pot of stuff. And I diversify within it by just buying all sorts of different things, right? And for me now, I've kind of taken a genuine interest, as you all know, in graded coins and special coins. Special meaning simply that there aren't a lot of them in the world. There aren't a lot of them in very good value or quantities and qualities. And I'm learning. And I have to be a guy who bucks up, right? Gets on that horse and tries to ride it. I don't like to just watch other people ride it and say that I know how to ride a horse. You get what I'm saying, guys out there? Little West Texas for you there. But what's going on, Muscles? How you doing, baby? Muscle Shell, welcome back. I'm pretty sure that's the only thing you've ever said ever in my channel or in comments or anything is Anyway, glad to have you, buddy. All right, so this is the coin. Once it comes in person, obviously. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention these two coins I just received too on the camera down there in bottom right. But there are some weird lines here that I think are going to ultimately reduce its like collector appeal. But it's still, you're like, what is the deal? It's a 1921D PCGS VG 08. Very good 08, man. It's got a ding on the corner on the rim there. Why would I want this sucker beat up like this? Well, one, I know that NGC NCS provides a service for restoration of coins, and I think that this might be a very good candidate for that service. Also, it's a PCGS Gold Shield label or whatever it's called. This will be the first one I've had that's a Gold Shield label, and I picked it up. I did not pay $440 for it. Actually, I messaged the seller and we worked out a deal. I think I paid $415, so not much less. But why? Why is the question, right? Nobody really cares about anything, but other than the why, right? So I found this, and somebody just asked me, do I know about heritage auctions? Yeah, I do. I do know about heritage oxygen. I do know about heritage auctions. In fact, I am an account holder with Heritage. I've bet on some coins and stuff from there as well. Anyway, so I found this, and I didn't even know this existed. Did you guys know this existed? PCGS has a listing of auction prices where I can look up all the coins that have sold. And so I can go to the 1921D, right? Look at this. The highest, these are the record sales on the right, the auction records. Look at some of these sales, guys. So you guys want to talk about some money. 1918D. The record sale for one is $340,000. 1919D record sale of 270. Now this is obviously the top of the line, highest graded version, but you'd be shocked to see what those versions actually are. Stable Stacker finally made it back. Stable Stacker freaking ignored me for months. No, I'm just kidding. Welcome back, dude. All right. So 1921D record sale is at $168,000. Now let's not get it twisted. This coin is never going to be anywhere near that. But what I can do is I can click on this coin. Look at this. And I can I'll just go ahead and include eBay. Did you guys know that you could do this? I can sort by the different quality of that. I can sort by the date. So what I can do now is I can say, I want to know every coin between the grade 2 and the grade 10. And I want to know all the coins sold, let's just say a custom range of the last 5 years. So let's go to 2021. Bam, we'll do January 1st, 2021 to today. Boom. And look at this beautiful graph here. Not a graph, I guess, just a chart. But I can see the price of every coin that's sold either on eBay or Stacks and Bowers or Heritage Auctions or whatever it is. I can see them all. I love this. I can see the date that they sold and the price. And yeah, you guessed it. I'm going to have AI basically scrape this site for me every day and create a chart so I see which coins in which grades and which mintages are going on a trajectory that's up and at what, you know, what velocity and things like that. Now, I'll get to it. I got to build it. I got to build it out. But yeah. So here what we can do, like a VG8 for 336 on January 2023, right? A G6 for 355. Again, I paid 415 just for perspective. I think I would have loved to have gotten like a VG10 for like 500. That would have been nice. VG10 for 384. That seems like a steal, but you never know. These coins could have like really ugly black toning has crept into it, right? You never really know until you go and find out, like you actually dig into the lot. You could go back and probably search Stacks and Bowers auctions, put in the lot number, search it up, look at the coin. If you really want to get deep and personal with it, you know, feel that soft and tender kiss, you could get really deep in there. I don't know what I just clicked on, but it completely messed up my screen. So how did I end up in this spot? How did I end up in this spot, being the proud owner of this little guy here? Well, I was searching for a coin, and I was kind of looking at raw 1921Ds because I need to figure out, I need to complete my set, right? I'm trying to complete my album, and I was sitting here looking at the prices, and every coin, guys, I swear to you, every coin raw, I'm talking completely, you know, we used it to scrape metal for 5 years type style coins were all selling for like 180 or more. And I thought to myself, I was like, okay, if I'm going to buy 1921D, which is already a low mintage, it's already hard to get in good quality because these were all circulated. Like basically like this coin was just shoved into circulation. So it's very, very hard to find a high quality one of these. In fact, if you want, you can look on eBay. There's some listed for $33,000 today. So have fun if you want to go buy one. But yeah, VG8 for 435 in August 2023, right? VG8 for 450 in 2023. This was 2 years ago, guys. This was 2 years ago when the spot price of silver hadn't even like skyrocketed like it did. And hey, what's up, the humble stacker? Thanks for popping it in, man. I enjoyed kind of watching you do your little live stream there. And I say little, not like it was little. You had a massive crowd, a massive audience. It was awesome, dude. But yeah, good times, man. Everybody's popping in there. Another VG8 for 316. Again, you can see the prices kind of go up and down over time. So really, in my mind, look, here's a VG8 for 590. I'm wondering in a VG10 for 660. So in the range that I'm at, you know, I feel like I've got like a pretty fair price. Like it could sell for less, it could sell for more. I went through, I looked at every single one of them really. And what I liked about this one was it has full rims, okay? The rim job is full. I have a full complete date that's legible. I have full and complete Liberty, which is legible. A little bit worn there on the T, but, you know, not bad. The In God We Trust motto is complete and legible. I go to the back. Again, I have a full, complete, defined rim. I'm happy with that. I have some feathers. I still have some feathers here. I've got the clear mint mark. I've got the, you know, I felt like this was a pretty solid candidate. And it has the PCGS logo. And if you don't know, again, NCS offers a service. I don't know for sure if I'm going to use it or not, but they do have a restoration service where I might even get it like crossed over to an NGC slab and then also have the restoration service done for it. And that would be really cool. So that's what we picked up. I was going through and like I can look up, also we can look up the mintages, right? So they had the 6 listed at 375, the 8's at 475, right? So the 8 that I've got, even in PCG's own, gosh darn it, I'm sorry, I apologize, but I can see what's going on here. And actually this was like a happy little accident here, so we can do this. So we can go with the PCG8. Let's go 10-year period, and we can see this coin has kind of been hovering around there. It's had a spike in 2020, 2023 when there was a lot of consumer interest, and then now we've kind of leveled off at that 475 plane. So it's not bad. It's kind of, that's the range that it is. Now who knows what will happen over the course of its entire life. Oh, that did not work at all. How much farther can I go? That's all I can go. I guess they only have the price history of like 20 years, it looks like. And you can't argue. I can't say this is anything other than a fair price, because that's what it looks like. It looks like it's in this range between 400 and 500. I paid 415, which, you know, the lowest prices that it was averaging was 350, so $60 above that. Anyway, you guys get my point. And the argument that I had with myself was like, why buy an uncertified raw, potentially VG1 coin for 200 when I could just spend a little bit more and get a higher quality, certified, graded at a much higher quality coin for just a little bit more. And, you know, in terms of like resale value and like collector appreciation, you know, it's gonna be nicer. For me, it's gonna be nicer. I can have this. I can put it in my graded slab registries. I can hold on to it. I can try to upgrade it over time. I can try to like do the restoration service on it over time if I want. Obviously, it's not like, you know, the other ones that I have right here. You know, these big, beautiful, shiny white versions of it. But anyway, I just want to, again, I'm just trying to explain to you guys exactly why I'm doing what I'm doing and what I'm seeing and what I'm thinking. And if you guys, you know, look at something and you're like, hey, that's just a really dumb move, dude. You should have done XYZ because you've got experience in this market. Feel free to speak up. Feel free to speak up and let us know. And it would be nice. Oh yeah, Humble. I don't know if you're still here, buddy, but Humble, you mentioned that you were taking some content creators out to a local coin shop to go shopping and stuff. How'd that go? Did you complete that? Did you guys find some cool coins to pick up, or did y'all just all stack some bullion? What was the purpose of the trip? What was the experience like there? Yeah. All right. So this, I didn't know this existed. And if you don't know this exists, this is great. So go to PCGS. You can look up auction prices of every single coin that you could ever imagine right there. I think that's really, really cool. So let's look at this. Watch this, guys. You guys want to have some fun? Still, you did. You are. We did, and we're still there. Got it. Nice. Check this out, guys. And I don't know how to explain. Oh, come on. Where is this? This isn't. Oh, what happened here? These are not the coins that I was expecting to be here, to be honest. Let me take off that. There you go. This is what I wanted to show you. You met your LCS owner, Brendan, Jamie, and Bear. Awesome. Cool, man. That sounds like a good time. Again, what was y'all's purpose for going? Am I blue? THS. What's going on? Sorry, THS. You know, there is a way that you can get yourself to look a little special. I'm just saying, if you really wanted to, you can become a channel member, and that gives you access to custom emotes. Gives you access to giveaways. It gives you access to a different colored channel name. You know. Hey, we're just giving you options out there. All right, so look at this. Oh, wrong screen. Boop, boop. Yeah, so some of these coins are just in a different world, my friends. We're just in a different world all of a sudden. If anybody would like to, I don't know if I'm comfortable, if I would ever be comfortable paying $63,000 to somebody with less than 500 YouTube sales. I don't know about that, but yeah. Oh, your Uncle Sal's mod? Oh, shoot. I didn't know we had the Salivate metal up in here. Okay, nice, man. Nice. I think we're all familiar, buddy. Yeah. So this is what I'm like. If I ever wanted to go top of the line, look at this. We have a 65. What's up, Pharrell? We have a MS65. I mean, this is like creme de la creme for this coin, by the way. I don't know what Betty's Walker's is. I'd have to look that up. I'm guessing Betty's was some collector or numismatist or something, and this was from her collection, maybe. It's got the PCGS gold label. It's got the CAC sticker, not a gold CAC, but a green one. So it's like certified that it is a decent quality MS65. $63,000 listed here. This one, 57.8, with a bunch of like ugly toning on the rim and stuff. I mean, this coin right here at the top is just so much nicer than the one right below it. If I was going to spend this kind of money, I absolutely would throw in the extra $5,000, or $6,000 to get the bright white one right there versus this uglier toner with the black. I don't like the black splotchy stuff. I like a nice, clean, circular, like blue, yellow, red kind of color. 64 plus NGC for 36.75. I mean, that's a decent looking coin too. Obviously, you're going to dig into it. You get my point though. Is obviously these coins have benefited from inflation, collector sentiment, right? Auction houses, and I'll just be honest with you guys. I kind of want to have some skin in the game. I kind of want to curate. Oh, look how toned that thing is. I kind of want to curate up my collection here to where I can confidently, have some of these types of coins that will push it up. My man's backstage. Let me pop you in here, dude. Hey, add to stage. I don't know what I'm doing, Humble. You got to bear with me, brother. I don't ever do this stuff. Can you hear me, dude?
I can. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I got you. Wait, let me make sure the audience can hear you too real quick. 1 second. Yeah, I think they got you, dude.
Nice. So yeah, I met up with Bear 788 and Jaime, and we went over to the LCS. They actually bought some silver. Great experience, a nice meet and greet. It was pretty cool. Pretty cool.
I bet so. That sounds pretty awesome. Yeah, I haven't really met up. I've got one guy who's also a moderator for my channel that hangs out, and he lives close to my area. So he's somebody that I feel like I need to get out there and meet up and go purchase some stuff, and just, I don't know, swap some coin stories.
Coin stories are nice. Me and we actually sat there and talked for about an hour after they bought silver, just standing there at the cars. It was actually, Jaime's a pretty cool guy. Bear's a cool guy. He's actually coming up with new channel names because he does coin rings. So he's working on coming up with a channel name. He's actually standing right next to me. Bear, say hi. Hi.
Hey, what's up, Bear? I actually own a Walking Liberty $50 coin ring. Let me see if I can pull it off. And it's right now currently on a silver chain. Hold on. Yeah, let me get the camera on it. There we go. There's my Walking Liberty $50 ring. And then
nice. Well, for some reason I can't see anything. That's
it's on the live stream, not the StreamYard. Sorry.
No, you're good.
Walking Liberties are beautiful coin rings.
But yeah, I just wanted to pop up, say hi. I appreciate you throwing a shout out to me. That was awesome. And let you know just in person how it went. I thought it was great. Bear bought some silver. He bought some silver for some melting and some other stuff. He bought his first prospector round today. And Jaime went in to buy an ASC and then walked out with a bunch of different rounds and stuff. So yeah,
look at Jaime walk out with like 50 ounces of gold. That man stacked on gold.
Well, Jaime, in his defense, he was talking about it today. He was buying buffaloes when they were 1,700.
Yeah, he's got a beautiful stack of gold coins, man.
Yeah, and at 1,700 back in the day, if you could be buying it, I mean, we all nowadays would say in retrospect, we'd have been buying a lot more gold back then.
Oh, for sure. I started really buying gold around like the 1,800 to 2,000 mark. But I wasn't buying whole ounces like that. I was buying 1/10thers, and I think I bought them all the way up to like $260 or $280, and then I kind of stopped for a while. I was like, well, dang. And then I took like a year off, and then I started buying just all fractional foreign, like pesos and $2.5 US coins and $5, the Indian head Incus coins and all that stuff. Like, that's what I was doing. What's up, Biscuits? What's up yesterday?
Yeah, I'm looking to get a Dos Peso. I want to pick up one or two of those. I need to get a $2.50 Princess Liberty to kind of keep going with my pre-33. I want to get a full set of the Liberties.
Yeah, pre-33s are beautiful coins.
And I just got a mail call from Fish, and it has the 8, like has a bunch of the 3D printed 8 Valcambi 1 gram bar trays.
Oh yeah, those are cool.
So I'm gonna work on filling those with gold.
Okay.
Kind
Nice.
of a personal goal.
You can do it, man. It's
But
like
hey,
what's a grammar right now? $160, $150. So like just yeah, that's I buy them one or two at a
150.
time, one or two at a time. Just stack them up.
Yep, 150 at the LCS today. So yeah, next week that's where I'll be stopping by, grabbing more. He's pretty cool about it. He has no problem setting stuff aside for me because he knows I'll be picking it up. So that's always a good thing to have. He's a great guy, great relationship.
Yeah.
But bro, I'm gonna bounce.
Yeah.
I'm sitting in the car with Bear, sitting in my house, looking at my house, and I gotta go.
Awesome, man.
So I will see you later. Thanks
Yeah.
for having me out, brother. I appreciate you.
All right,
Nice
take
meeting
care,
you.
dude. That was the Humble
Later,
Stacker,
bro.
guys. If you're not sure, he and some other content creators and enthusiasts went out there and visited an LCS together, hanging out and living the life right there. We got a couple people in here. Silver Wolverine, what's going on, brother? Thanks for coming in. Argent Arrow, yesterday, today, Mustard and the Biscuits. We call him Muskets around here. Yeah, and Pharrell, I started buying gold 1 ounce Eagles around 1,600 and sold most of them years ago to go into real estate. Wish I'd kept a few. Yeah, Pharrell, that's hey, there's no shame, man. It is what it is. Like, but I bet your real estate went up. I bet your real estate appreciated quite a bit, and you were probably able to cash flow some of it and you know, take the equity out of it. So I'm sure you did fine, man. I'm sure you did fine. But you know, it all goes up and down, up and down. We just do the best that we can, right? I've shared the story before where I used, hey, good day, Christians love. I used Bitcoin cryptocurrency mining to essentially cover the expenses for a property that I purchased that I rented out. So yeah, I'm with you, man. And then I had the revenue from the crypto and the revenue from the home and everything. It all just worked out, man. Just by the grace of God, give me the opportunity, let me see it, let me understand it, and let me gave me the conviction to take action, and I did it. What's up, SGT stacking? Going on, brother? I saw that Kalilo channel round you made. That thing is, boy, you got some detail going in your silver pores that I could never imagine would be possible, dude. That's impressive work you got there. One day when I'm balling like those guys, I will one day I will go out there and you know, get one of those from one of you guys. But I don't know if there's anybody that actually wants a channel round or is interested in my stuff right now. We'll have to see me move that around. Oh, I can pull out some gold for you guys since we're talking about gold. Why not? Let me find some. Hold on. Give me a minute. I'll find some gold. Sergeant Rocks. Heck yeah. Heck yeah. So what's everybody been doing? What's going on? What's the feeling on the markets? You know, somebody else said, hey, did anybody get out there and buy the dip? We know sounds like Humble and Aime and Bear all went out there and bought the dip, right? And I think they're probably pretty happy because once silver retracts in the next week or two and it's back up to 78, 80, they're gonna feel like kings, right? Real estate has been maintaining, can't sit on the money, got tired of seeing it go sideways, but then super bullish silver and gold for a long time. All right, yeah. Here, we'll throw some gold on the table because, you know, sometimes you just gotta dump it on the table, right? There you go. It will inspire some people to go out there and get some fractional gold. How about that? Oh, look, a little straggler in there. A Dragoon channel round. So SGT, so what I do have, I'll show you guys. Oh, I think this is it. What I'm working on SGT, and I was teaching myself how to do this. Also, by the way, if anybody is trying to get onto the live stream and you're backstage, just let me know on StreamYard. I got StreamYard up, but I'm not really paying attention to it. So if you are backstage, the link's listed. You can hop in and chat, hang out. I'm doing a little different today, man. I'm talking gold and silver, but really we're just kind of hanging out and having a good time tonight. So just relaxing, shooting some b-ball outside of school. So here's what I got real quick. SGT, I made these. Okay, so I melted or whatever, I don't know, I melted them down and I poured them into my little I don't know, like graphite cast thing. And I'm trying to get to around like 1 to 1.5 ounces on them. I think I'm in between like 1.5 to like 1.8 on all of these. So I got a whole bunch of these. And what I'm gonna do is stamp like the weight. These are not silver. Just before anybody gets excited, these are not silver. These are like a high quality pewter. I can't remember off the top of my head. It's like pewter P95. It's got I can't remember, silver and blah 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 and something else in there. But anyway, I thought these were really nice, and I was gonna stamp my name or some kind of like emblem on it. I've already bought the stamps too. And then each of their weights, and then just, I don't know, maybe do something on, I don't know. But my plan was really to just give these away to, you know, as giveaways, or to include them, like if people, if, you know, every now and then if channel members, you know, just to give them out to channel members who were like channel members for 6 months or something like that. Just find little things. But I made a whole bunch of these, and they're really nice, and I didn't polish them or nothing, man. I just poured them, cooled them, and this is what we got. So they're all kind of a little unique, and some are, you know, some are a little gnarly. I mean, you might need to be a little bit of a bottom pour kind of thing, you know, the end of the schlag there. Yeah, I have a whole nothing like just dumping these on top of all my gold coins, but I have like a whole bag of these suckers right here. Yeah, I can't get them under there without dumping all the gold everywhere. But yeah, I'm trying to learn SG, but I don't have the furnace to handle. You want one, Ben? Ben. No, I don't think I'm gonna sell them. But I think they'd be a good like addition, you know, to like throw in with somebody who, you know, maybe like one day I upgrade like an MS64 to an MS65, and I want to sell the 64. Like maybe it'll be like a good throw in to add into somebody who supports me that way. You know, I don't know. I don't really have a plan. Okay, I don't have a plan. I'm a man without a plan all the time. But yeah, and then obviously, you know, if you guys don't know, also we do have channel rounds and stickers. So I do the whole like community trade for channel poker chips, channel stickers. So anybody who sends me any sticker or even just a letter saying they appreciate the channel, I send them back. I've made some rounds out of pure zinc, so I gotta look it up. I can find out what I purchased, but these were these were made out of like zinc, like antimony and silver or something like that. I can't even remember, but there was three. I know that there were 3 metals inside of it, and silver was one of them, but it was like 0.5%. Today used an electric melting pot. That's what I use for the pewter. But it's not a high enough temperature to melt silver. So I need to get like a better, like I gotta get a better quality one to be able to do silver. I would love to do silver though, because I have a bunch of just like rounds and little bars and stuff that I wouldn't mind changing them up. But yeah, you guys were interested in fractional gold. I can't speak highly enough about it. I'm a big proponent of fractional gold, and it's affordable. It adds up quick. It adds up quicker than you think, especially, you know, you just like go out and you just buy like a dos peso for a few $100 or like $250, whatever they are. And then you you know, eat rice and beans for a couple days, and then you're good, right? It's how it works out. It's all good. But yeah, do a quick pop over. All right. 1100 degrees plus. Yeah, mine definitely doesn't get that hot. I think mine got like 600. I don't even know. Not even much. You want to start with copper? So, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think I believe copper is even like a higher melting point than silver. I believe it's a harder metal, especially like brass and stuff. I think. I mean, I don't know what I'm talking about though. I'm not the expert here. All the smelters, the Hector smelters are out there. All right, let's switch back. So yeah, we were looking at this. So wait, wrong one. That's my purchases. Oh, these are the other ones. Other coins that I've purchased. And then this. So even if you get down to VF20s, right? VF20s for $1,700. You get to this point. Oh, copper's 2,100 degrees, and gold is 1,900, and silver is 1,100 or 1,200. Yikes. Okay. Yeah, I would need like a real propane burner, I think, to do copper, but with silver, sounds like you might be able to use one of those. I know they make some, I don't know, like 120 volt electrical furnaces, I think, that heat up. I think that they could probably do silver, but they're still like a few $100. But that'd be kind of a cool idea. Yeah, so I mean, going back to my thesis on why I bought the coin that I bought for $400 something at, for a walking liberty $50, because if you look at the prices, there's a very consistent price chart. I've even looked at all the solds, I looked at the auctions, and there's just not that many available. If I went to the population chart, let me go to the population chart too. I think that's going to be a good one to show you. 1 second, guys. Coin grading pop chart. Okay, and we can go comprehensive. So I have a, wow, that didn't help me at all, did it? Darn it. Okay. Where was I? Where did I see? I'm trying to think where I saw something real quick. Oh, I know where it was. I know where it was. Okay. I got it. 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 Okay. Here's what we can do. All right. This one right here. Let me go ahead and put this in here for coin lookup. Bear with me, guys. Somebody talk. Gold is a low melting point like silver. Oh, okay. Well, that's close though, right? Electric Vivor furnace with no flames and costs 200, and you can melt copper and gold. Wait, yesterday, today, brother, you got to hit me up with an email and send me some information on that. That sounds cool. Hit me an email and tell me about this furnace. No flames, costs $200, and you can melt copper and gold. I mean, if you can melt copper, you can melt silver, right? So, okay. Maybe we can do something like that. You guys know that if I'm selling a Dragoon, aluminum's got to be lower melting point, right? Isn't it a softer material? Here. Yes, this is it. This is what I was looking at. Okay. This is what I was trying to find earlier. All right, so I'm looking up the cert number of the coin that I just bought. It's if you watch the top of the screen, it rotates a little bit, and it's in my description of my channel. But it is riddlefinancialservices@gmail.com. All right, so this is the coin that I purchased. Price guide says $475. I think because of the straight line toning, however that happened, I would imagine that this coin with the weird toning is probably on the lower end of this price guide price, which is why I was comfortable paying $415. This is what's interesting though, guys. There's only 702 of this population of VG08. And then look at this. There's only 1,000. This is only for PCGS, but there's only 1,586 of this coins in existence that have been graded that are over the quality of the coin that I purchased. You guys, are you starting to understand why I went ahead and bought something a little bit nicer than like a raw VG1, or sorry, AG1 or AG2, right? Is it making sense? It's like I might as well get something that's certified. And then also these population reports, just remember, they're probably a little bit higher than reality, because let's say somebody had a VG10 that they really thought was supposed to be a 12, right? And they submitted it 5 times trying to get it higher than a 10. Well, if they cracked it out themselves and they sent it in and they didn't ever inform PCGS that it was like a regrade, every single one of those coins, that the same coin regraded 5 times, would show up here 5 different times in the population reports. So I think it's safe to assume that all of these pop reports for PCGS are probably higher than what reality really holds. Not only that, I also have heard stories, plenty of stories now, about people saying that they know LCSs are cracking coins out of slabs and just sending them back to refiners. Okay, now they're not going to do that with a $60,000 1921D, Walking Liberty, right? They're not going to do that with a top end coin. There is a good chance that like a lot of these mid-tier, lower level coins, especially in more or less rare mintages, they could just be popped out, cracked, and sold and melted. And if they don't send the ticket, or not the ticket, but the label back into PCGS, then they will never get removed from the pop reports. So I think it's very safe to assume that these pop reports are overestimating the quantity of coins in those conditions. So SGT says, hit up Toe Auto. Hold on. Becky, I just got it today. Where is that coin? I don't even know. Oh, this one. I just purchased this today, Becky. So we are, it's not the prettiest coin I've ever seen. It's got some, like, I don't like the straight line toning, but like, I don't even know if this is a pinstripes. I might call it my pinstripe coin. Like it's got racing stripes or something here. But yeah, 1921D, Walking Liberty. I got it because all the features are visible. All the letters are visible. The rim is visible. And I thought it'd be a nice one to just throw in there. And I don't own one. So I was looking for one to fill my album, and I was like, here we go. I missed what Sergeant said. Contact Toe Auto customer service. Let them know you are a content creator. They most likely won't send you a free electric furnace, but they'll give you a link to buy one, post a review, and get refunded. Oh, interesting. No, you're not derailing anything, man. I normally have a pretty clear idea of what I want to talk about, and today I just wanted to kind of just chat with the community and hang out. So you're not derailing anything at all. We were just hanging out, having a good time, talking about metals on a Tuesday evening, right? On a Tuesday. And we just dropped some gold on the table for our friends there. All right. And then it says, no. I sent you an email. Thanks yesterday. I'll check it out. I will check it out. Being Becky, how have you been? Great to see you back. Appreciate it. I appreciate it. Vevor. Is Vevor and Tuato the same people? Or are y'all talking about two different furnaces? Has a link to the furnace, and yeah. So somebody was mentioning like the Dos Pesos and the Dos y Media Pesos. I went on a bender where I was ordering these little guys. These are some fun coins to collect, guys. Very nice little coins, but yeah, I got a bunch of them. I don't even know where they all are. They're around here somewhere. We have more of them? Is that one right there? Oh, that's one. That's one. I think that's it. The rest of these are other coins, I believe. Oh, wait, there's another one. They just keep popping up everywhere. We got Dos Pesos and Dos y Media Pesos all over the place. I don't know what to do with them. And then we've got I mean, these are my favorite coins right here. This is one of my favorite pieces of gold right there. Let me get it up here in the camera. I shook the camera. I'm all shook up. Oh, she's a beautiful coin right there. I like it. It's such a unique design for all coins. It's all coins, so I like it. I've had my Tuato for over 3 or 4 years, and that thing is still kicking, so I speak highly of the product. Okay, all right. Hey, I mean, I'll check it out then. You know, you guys are saying like $200, or is that the same thing? Same price, $200-300 for something that can melt silver and gold? I mean, that's pretty fantastic. I would just go buy a whole bunch of, just to have some fun, I'd go buy a whole bunch of junk silver. Not like junk as in constitutional silver, but like, you know, like ugly rounds and things, and just melt them down just to figure it all out. Don't lose the Dos Pesos. You can send them here. I don't think I'm going to lose anything, but you never know, you know. Hey, maybe one day we'll have it so good that we just, you know, we look down and we're like vacuuming, or like, what's that clanking sound in the vacuum? And then I look down, it's just a Dos Peso just ratting around or something. That would be a nice little day, wouldn't it? I don't think we're ever going to get there, though, ladies and gentlemen. Another call out, if you want. Just double check the back room here, but if you are available and you're interested, I have pinned the StreamYard URL. Let me see. Pop it in here for you. I am trying to do a little bit of a community chill night It's, I don't know how do I do this? What do I do? Invite people. This one right here. Copy. Oh. Can I do this? There. Feel free if you want to hop on and say hello. We're here hanging out. Tell us what's on your mind, what you've been picking up, and you know what your week's like. All right, we can do while we wait for somebody to hop in there. Let's go look at silver charts. Let's see what's been going on. 73.92 is where we're at. Yeah, when you do this, it's really not that big of a deal, is it? It just, I don't know. This is just all, I mean, we can talk about it if you guys want, but I think that this is just the world that we lived in now. You know, 6 months ago, January, actually, let's go 1 year. Let's go to the 1 year chart. I mean, this 1 year chart was insane, guys. Going from $32 up to $120. That was a massive rise up that I like the open invite. Yeah, well, I mean, sometimes people, you know, I didn't create this open invite idea. People in the community like 1000 Day Radio and stuff have been doing this for a while. And normally I was just like, I kept it kind of closed off, but you know, what do we care? We're just hanging out and having a good time. Oh, I got these things too. I don't know if anybody cares, but I picked these up a while back. I'm just flipping all over the place like a sporadic child. These are pretty cool. United Kingdom 925 silver. So it's kind of like sterling silver coins. I picked up a whole bunch of these from an auction a while back. And like, it's like a full like date series too. So 1917 through like 1922 or something. So I thought these were pretty slick. Don't really know much about them. Oh, this is not, okay, this one's 835 silver. This one's 500 silver. 925, but 500 silver. So you can see over the time, I guess, as they change the quantity of silver in them. But yeah, I thought these were nice little pieces, and I just picked up all sorts of weird stuff. I don't know what, I'm like an addict. Those auctions are a lot of fun. You just get in there, like community auctions, silver oceans and things, and you just go out there and you bid on things you're interested in, and you kind of create a big package of stuff to come in. And that's where I pick up a lot of, if you buy the furnace, do I get a commission fee? I don't know, man. Do you have it? Affiliate code I can throw in there? You or SGT? I'll throw your affiliate code in there if I end up buying it. It won't be now because I have, I just bought a whole bunch of battery operated like power tools and stuff, you know, impact drivers and saws and sawzalls and grinders and all that kind of stuff. I like the Switzerland. Yeah, that was kind of cool, right? Some cool little pieces in there. Definitely some cool little pieces. I think I have there's 20 franc. We have some weird gold. There's a 20 franc. There's a 20 franc. The rooster, yeah. Ain't gonna tell a lie. Right? Yeah. And then we have, I think this is another sovereign. What is this one? Yep. This is a sovereign British coin. Look at this thing's all shiny. Look how pretty that thing is. Glossy. Yeah. And then obviously the prettier piece, the Goddens. This is one of my favorite. This is one of my favorite too. Just a nice looking coin. I think I've showed this one quite a few times. This is one of my favorites. But yeah, gold is cool. Gold is fun. Silver's fun too. It's all good stuff. Yeah, just plug it into a socket. Oh, okay. You don't even have to do it into like a high voltage socket or whatever. I think is the oldest. Paris, I think, is the oldest mint in the world. Oh, interesting, Argent. I didn't know that. That's cool. That's cool. I like the 20 francs. It's kind of nice. Yeah, so silver. All this talk about, you know, the what's and whys and hows of where silver is going. Look, I think we're getting to the point, ladies and gentlemen. I really do. I think we're getting to that point where we can just take the chart like this, and you can just do something like this. You can just scratch out this whole period of time right here. Just scratch it out. It didn't exist. Just ignore it. Right? It was fun while it lasted, but it no longer matters. Closing time. Can't stay here. I think what you do is you take that and you make a line and you just say, all right, where are we going? Like what are we trying to do? And I think we're there. You know, I think we're in. Yeah, all gold is good. I 100% back. I agree. What's going on? Who's this? Call me Mr. Broad Street. I got it, buddy. Call me Mr. Broad Street. Welcome to the channel. I don't know why your chat is not showing up in the YouTube chat. But I see you and I appreciate you being here. But for some reason, it's popping up in my Restream collab chat, but it's not popping up in the YouTube chat. I don't know. That's weird. All right. Let's see here. So yeah, I think we just take this now at this point and we look at this and we say we're fine. Okay. To me, the chart has balanced out over the year, and we can ignore the craziness of whatever this was. And I think we've kind of figured out an equilibrium. And if we get a little closer, come a little closer, right? If we get a little closer, we go down to 3-month world. Let's go to 6-month world. Let's go to water world here. Go down to our 3-month world. All right. We're still pretty good. Yeah, we're pretty good. Again, if we want to cut this part out, we can kind of just go here. I think we're a little bit more bearish than we used to be, which is fine. Let's go something like that. That looks good enough. And we're fine. We're finding a balance at like 72.50, 70, 71, 72.50, where we're resisting it. You know, we're finding support there, right in this area here. We've continually found support. There's always going to be dips down below and above. When we get up here, I would say that's a little high. Again, I think we're kind of like in this channel here, because you can never have too many trend lines. And I'm looking at this for myself, and what I'm thinking is we're perfectly fine. Now, if we fall below, 60, if we get to like 68, I would probably go into a wait and see situation. I'm probably going to buy some at 68, and then I would just wait to see if it goes any lower, and just kind of hold off and wait. But my expectation for the time being, unless something dramatic changes in the world, which I don't know what else could be more crazy and shocking in the world these days, to cause any more turmoil than there already is. But I see a very simple trading pattern of just, when you're getting low in this area, when it gets low, spend some dough, right? And when it gets high, let it fly, right? Just offload it, if you wanted to trade. Otherwise, what I would do is I would just buy when it gets down and when it gets down into the 72s, and then just do nothing until it gets back, right? So if it gets up into these, these high 80s or mid 80s, then you just either sell some off, or you just wait on the sidelines and wait for it to come back down. Did my link go through? Because it didn't show it. Did. I don't know. I don't typically check my emails and stuff while in the middle of a live stream, but try to pull it up separately. One second, bud. Yep, I got it, bud. I got it. I see your link. I appreciate it. Thank you very much. That's what I would do. Now, I say what I would do, but the reality of what I do is I just always buy. I don't really, the price of silver and gold. Oh, you can't send it in the chat today. You'll get bricked by the bot. The auto bot will cut out URLs. But yeah, I'm always buying. I don't really care about the price of silver at the time that I'm buying, because I'm just gonna buy whatever I want to get anyway. Because I'm always buying the physical stuff. If I'm gonna trade it, I trade like the SLV, or I trade a minor stock or something like that. I'm not really trading the precious metals per se, but I will definitely I do shift to where I'll buy more gold or I'll buy more silver depending if it's up or down. But here right now with silver, you've got some very, very clear channels, and I would not be shocked. It would not, as opposed to the Decepticon bots. Exactly. You get it, Mr. Broad Street. I have sold some though. Yeah, if you got to sell, you got to sell. Or even if you just want to sell because you want to take some money off the table, there's a perfectly reasonable trade I think that you could do. Hey guys, it's down to $72 an ounce. Okay, it's at 72. I pick up let's just call it like a normal person. I pick up like 10 ounces, right? At 72. So you spent $720. All right. We did this last time we talked too. Okay. Now it gets to, let's call it $82. Okay. I think that's a very reasonable range that you'd be able to go in, and you sell 10 ounces. You could even sell 5 or 6 ounces or whatever. You could do the math. You could sell like whatever, 7 ounces. And therefore you leave 3 ounces for free and you keep playing that game or whatever. It doesn't matter. Do whatever you want to do. And then you sell this for $820. All right. And, yay. And then you take that $100, and the next time it gets down to 72, maybe you buy, 11 or 12 ounces of it and you just keep going. Because until I see anything that says otherwise, we're very much in this little channel. And I think it's perfectly okay. I would just ride it out. This is it. This is us. And I would not be surprised to see in the next week or two, we're back pushing the 80s. And then a week or two after that, we're back pushing in the low 70s. It would not surprise me at all. And I'm perfectly happy seeing this channel form, because we had way too much volatility back here on the left side of the screen. Like, there was just too much craziness. I remember legitimately, like, every day not knowing how high silver would go. It was going to go up $5 or $10 or $15 or whatever. Sometimes it would go up 5 and then down 8. It was wild. And it's not characteristic of what we would normally expect gold and silver to do, right? It just really wasn't. It wasn't what we expected. At least wasn't what I expected. So yeah. Just quick recap. Yeah, so we picked up the 1921D Walker in VG8 with a gold label PCGS. Once that arrives, I'll have a without discipline and action, no plan will work. Exactly. Exactly right. Sounds like you just have a plan, stick to your plan. You know who says that and stresses that the best, I think, on YouTube is probably Common Sense Christian Financial. He is always talking about how he has a plan, and he's like, my next plan is to only buy when it gets to like, I think he's at like $60 or something, $60 or $55. Like, that's a plan, right? So he's probably not doing anything, but he's probably going to sell if it gets to like 90. You just chill, kind of like GameStop. You just go, yeah, I mean, it's kind of like everything. Call me Mr. Broadstreet. I still don't know why your chat's not popping up for everybody else. I mean, I definitely see your chats, but it's not going through. But yes, it's just like everybody. Once you see an established trading pattern, you trade it until that pattern breaks. And when that pattern breaks, like, you just hope that you're not stuck holding the bag, right? And that's why you just got to be aware of what's going on and paying attention. Or you just buy like I do, and you just buy and hold. And if it dips down a lot and you notice that it's down a lot, you just buy more than you were buying. And then if it goes up a lot, you buy less or don't buy anything. That's really kind of, for me, that's kind of just the way I play it. There's no stress. It's zero stress. I know there's people that get stressed out and emotional about the precious metals. And I'm sure, like, if it's a majority of your wealth and your net worth, like, I can understand that. But like, it's a no stress game, man. Just sit back, relax, stack what you like. I'm just like, I'm going to be grading a whole bunch of Walking Liberty $50 soon. And we're going to be learning about grading through that. And we're going to go on that journey. And if you haven't watched any of my other live streams, I've done quite a few live streams just laying out my plan for trying to become basically the Walking Liberty $50 expert. I want to become the expert on this coin and all the series and all the dates and all the varieties, and just to be able to tell anybody, like, hey, that's a good one, that's a bad one. What's the price range? What's the market doing? And I think it's a narrow enough scope, just focusing on one coin type, that I can do that in a relatively reasonable amount of time, because there's so many coins in this world. I don't know how those guys become experts on everything. I don't have the capacity to do that. So I'm just focusing on the one coin, and that's why you see I'm picking up these different graded coins. We've got a stack of coins. We've got our albums. We've got, tubes and tubes of walkers, and we've gone through them now, and we're just kind of finding ones to grade and send in, submit to PCGS. And I might even do some crossover services to learn that. I might do some restoration services. Again, not like any fake restoration services, like the legitimate NGC restoration service. So just hold and wait 10 years. THS, exactly, dude. Exactly, THS. That is the... Now, some people don't really have 10 years, but at the end of the day, they're probably already enjoying their retirement and they're enjoying their lifestyle with their precious metals anyway. So, but yeah, I'm with you. I'm the same way. Just in an ideal world, I won't ever need the money that I'm spending on these until I'm much, much older. And then at that point, I'm hoping that all the inflation and appreciation that these can do happens. You know, that's the expectation, right? Argent Arrow, you say you get FOMO a lot. You know, I don't have an answer for you. I would say that if you're somebody who's susceptible to like, if you're susceptible to FOMO and like, I guess impulse purchases or something like that, like I would say write out like very clearly for yourself on a piece of paper or something that says how many ounces are your goals, you know, per month, right? Or, you know, say, hey, in 5 years, hey, thanks, call me Mr. Broad Street, have a great night. I would say like write out in 5 years how many ounces of silver or gold or whatever it is that you want, okay? And then divide that by, you know, 12 months for every year, right? And then just understand like, okay, I want to buy this much silver or gold per month, and then just stick to that plan and don't even think about it, man. Just don't even think about it. I'm not saying be irresponsible, but if silver's down one day and you're within your buying period of your month, like maybe you're like, oh, well, I'll just go ahead and pick some up. I do that with the stock market. I think somebody brought up GameStop. I do this. This is what I do with the stock market all day. I put 2 to 3, not even, I probably put 3 to 4 to 5 times the amount of money into the stock market that I put into gold and silver every single month. And I still do this to this day. Like I have my allotment of stocks and funds and stuff that I'm interested in that I like to purchase for whatever reason. And if I see that one day they're down, you know, 2 or 3%, I shift my allocation to go into the thing that is down. I don't sell the other things. I just add more money into the thing that's down. And I just always rinse, repeat that over, you know, and over time, it just, you know, whatever. Could you lose money? Sure. But over time, I found that like, as long as I'm making a plan, I'm sticking to it, it tends to work out, right? Attracted to don't necessarily act on impulse, but you can regret both buying and not buying. Yeah, you can also regret selling, right? Like same thing, Argent, right? You can regret selling and you can regret not selling. I do actually regret. I was very attuned to the market when it was above 100. I was even telling people that they should probably sell. Like it's okay to sell 20% of your stack if you need to sell, blah, 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 blah. I only sold a little bit. Like I think I sold like 15 ounces or something during this period. I sold 87 ounces back when it was like $68 an ounce. So I sold quite a bit more back then. And then I barely sold anything as it ran up. So I kind of regret, like, right, I regret selling so low, but at the time it was really high, right? At the time I tripled my money on what I had purchased. So I was like, why not? But I regret it today, right? I wish I had not sold it, you know, 60 whatever, and I had sold more at like 90 or 100, and like, you know, it just made a whole lot more money. But it is what it is, man. Like it's, you know, we move on. We move on. There will be other opportunities. There'll be other chances for positive gains. There'll be other opportunities to purchase things at good deals. You just got to keep reminding yourself that, like, be patient. You know, those things will come again. And there's millions and millions and millions and millions and billions of these coins and these rounds and these bars. And there's always going to be somebody who's holding them that needs to get rid of them for some reason, and will give you a deal. And you just got to wait and be patient and find those deals. And, you know, once you can act on it. No big deal. Very simple stuff. But yeah, you see streams like mine where we're talking about all the things that we're picking up, and we're talking about like the good deals that we're making and all this stuff. And I get the itch too, right? Like I'm not immune to this. That's why I can talk about it. I get the itch to go shopping or to purchase something when I see other people finding really cool stuff and really cool deals. I'm like, oh, I wonder what's out there. And then I start searching and I start looking at auctions. I start looking for listings on, you know, websites, and then I'll find something, and yeah, we all do it. Yeah, but I also know what my plan is, and I know what percentage of my portfolio I want to be in gold and silver, and I just kept working towards it. Learn, change, and improve. Yep. And it's not like you're like, again, if we're just buying precious metals, it's not even like you're making mistakes. I don't think. I feel like there's a lot of worse things that you could do with your time and money than be involved with and purchase precious metals for sure. So, ladies and gentlemen, I'm gonna double check, but I don't think anybody else joined the StreamYard tonight, so I don't think we've got anybody else that's interested in doing the chat room type thing. So I'll go ahead and call it there. Appreciate your time and attention. And our next live stream my plan is to actually go through the Walking Liberty $50 that we pulled out of my albums and stuff. And my plan is to go through them all and to grade them all and figure out what we think they're going to be graded at. And then to actually start to figure out how to make my very first coin grading submission with you guys. And then we can evaluate how we do when they come back a couple months later. So that's the plan, Stan. And then in the meantime, I'm going to continue to shop for MS65s and building my registries. If you don't know, there are, you know, these PCGS registries and stuff, and I've now got my coins registered on NGC and PCGS. And so I'm gonna, and if you guys want, you can search for my registry sets, and you can follow along as I'm inputting graded coins into them. But yeah, that's what we're doing. I actually drove by my Pascals today without stopping me. It was hard. yeah. Lucky for me, my LCS is not too convenient to get to, and they also don't have very good prices. They're more of like a, I don't know, they act more like a jewelry shop, I guess. They sell bullion and they sell coins, but like the way that they operate their business is very much like high ends of all the margins, you know what I'm saying? So I can afford to avoid them, you know? So anyway, thank you all again so much for hanging out with me, and hope you have a great time, great day. Keep stacking whatever it is that you're interested in, and I'll see you guys on the next one. We do some grading training again. Goodbye. Have a good one. Bye.